Alright, hello everybody, it is Granorite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald with our Gen 3 type challenge Ghost type, our first out of two Ghost type teams. Our team is going to be Gengar, Misdreavus, Sableye, and Shedinja. So as we do on this first episode, we're going to get our team up to level 7 here at the beginning and read our Pokemon biologies. As you can see, Gastly's ability is Levitate, currently knows Lick and Hypnosis. And what do we know about Gastly? It is a medium slow leveling rate Pokemon. Gastly has no true form due to 95% of its body being poisonous gas, with the other 5% believed to be made up of the souls of those who died from the gas. However, it consistently appears as a black spherical Pokemon surrounded by a purple haze. Gastly has a wide pink mouth with two visible fangs, though its eyes seem to extend past its round body. Visible eyelids surround him. It produces a faint, sweet smell. The toxic gas surrounding the main body can induce fainting and suffocation, and it is capable of enshrouding any victim of an enemy of any size. Gastly's gaseous form makes it one of the lightest Pokemon in existence. The Pokemon series episode The Tower of Terror suggests that Gastly has a playful personality, often frightening and playing pranks on people for fun. However, it has shown a willingness to preserve or pass on the memories of departed humans. As shown in the Ghost and Maiden's Peak, changing form and creating illusions, and it's capable of phasing through solid objects and forming tangible hands out of its gases. Gastly can be found within caves and old dilapidated buildings, but may also be seen outdoors during nighttime. Its gaseous body will dwindle away when exposed to strong winds, so they huddle together in decent-sized groups under the house eaves to avoid the wind. It may also cause flickering lights in abandoned houses. As mentioned in Pokemon Sleep, Gastly is known to sleep while floating, and a sleeping Gastly is said to give a sudden surprise should someone approach it. In Generation 1, Nightshade was the signature move. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Gastly, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald all say Gastly is largely composed of gaseous matter. When exposed to a strong wind, the gaseous body quickly dwindles away. Groups of this Pokemon cluster under eaves of houses to escape the ravages of wind. Fire Red says, being that exists as a thin gas, it can topple an Indian elephant by enveloping the prey in 2 seconds. And Leaf Green says, almost invisible, this gaseous Pokemon cloaks the target and puts it to sleep without notice. We're going to read about Shedinja, or about Nincada next, because it's probably going to be switching in and out with Gastly to get speed EVs. You can see on our tracker that Nincada's sprite is really pixelated and large, and I think that's just because it hadn't been used in a long time since it was 3D, so it is what it is. So what do we know about Nincada? Its leveling rate is erratic, which means it's slow at the beginning and then gets faster. Nincada is a small, whitish insectoid Pokemon. It has a pointed snout, a thin stripe that dips in a V-shaped pattern between its eyes, and 2 whisker-like antennae on its face. Its eyes are black with green iris-like rings inside. As it is virtually blind, it uses its antenna to sense its surroundings. On its back is a pair of small green wings. Its hind legs are white, but the forelegs are brown and have sharp claws. The claws are used to carve into the roots of trees and absorb moisture and nutrients. Nincada builds underground nests as the roots of trees in tropical and temperate forests. It can occasionally live up to 10 years underground. It does not like sunlight, so it avoids it. Nincada is nearly blind due to living almost entirely underground. As such, it uses its antenna instead to see. We will get Shedinja at level 20 when Nincada evolves into Ninjask, but we have to have an extra slot in our party and a Pokeball in our bag. So what does the Pokedex tell us about Shedinja? So the Pokedex tells us, and for Ruby, Nincada lives underground for many years in complete darkness. This Pokemon absorbs nutrients from the roots of trees, and it stays motionless as it waits for evolution. Sapphire says Nincada lives underground. It uses its sharp claws to carve the roots of trees and absorb moisture and nutrients. This Pokemon can't withstand bright light, so it avoids it. An emerald says it makes its nest at the roots of a mighty tree. Using its whisker-like antenna, it probes its surroundings in the pitch black darkness of soil. And fire red and leaf green say because it lived almost entirely underground, it is nearly blind. It uses its antenna instead. And that is what we know about Nincada. So we're going to get these Gastly and Nincada up to level 5 first. Gastly's wanting Ralts and Zigzagoons. Of course, we can't hurt the Zigzagoons right now because we only know a ghost attack with Gastly, which is why we're going to be swapping it with Nincada, who wants attack and speed. Because we don't care about defense with Shedinja, it only has 1 HP. And we don't care about HP with Shedinja, because it only has 1 HP. And we don't care about special attack with Shedinja, because it's a physical attacker. So, all that being said, we only want speed and attack on Shedinja. Only want speed and attack on Shedinja. And we're going to try really hard to do that. So, Ralts or Zigzagoon, please, for Gastly. Ralts would really be nice. But we're not that lucky. Gastly made it to level 6. Excellent. So you can see with Gastly, when we come in against the Zigzagoons, we are putting him to sleep, and then we're trying to let Shedinja finish him out. Come on, C-Dot. Nothing. There we go. Just had to say something. Stuff with Nincada will start going faster once we finish with Gastly. And things with Gastly would go faster if we could just run into a Ralts, which is supposed to be 1 out of every 10 Pokemon, but we'll see how that's going. Alright, let's go heal up Nincada. %, chance to run into a Ralts my butt. That lasted really long, that sleep. Which makes sense because we're using it. Alright, Gastly is level 7. So let's just straight swap up Nincada, and we want Poochyenas and Zigzagoons. No Wurmples. Excellent. Poochyenas are really good for Nincada. It's super effective against them. Gets us some more attack. All good stuff. Ooh, look, a Ralts. Stupid game. Couldn't send it out whenever we had Gastly out. Let's go heal just to get back our leech lives. At least we know with Nincada that a lot of our slow leveling is all up front. So once we get to level 10, things will start to speed up. No Lotad. Okay, we're getting close to level 7 here with Nincada. And that did it. Excellent. So now we'll swap up Sableye. And so Sableye has Keen Eye, prevents loss of accuracy, which I didn't get to mention, but Compound Eyes is what Nincada had, and we already saw its moves. So we currently know Scratchly or Foresight with Sableye. So Sableye is a medium slow leveling rate Pokemon, just like Gastly. Sableye is a bipedal humanoid Pokemon with a dark purple body armed with sharp teeth and claws, which it uses to dig through soil. It has pale blue gemstone-like eyes, which allow it to see in low light and sparkle in the dark. It also has a red gemstone on its chest, and its back has a blue and green gemstone, as well as another red one. These gem-like eyes and adornments on its body are caused by its diet, which consists of rocks and raw gemstones. Because of this, each individual Sableye can create an infinite number of patterns on its body. It also targets Carbink as prey, though they are usually taken by Gabite before Sableye can reach them. It is feared by people since it is said to steal a person's soul if they look into its eyes. It's nocturnal and rarely seen. It lives in the darkness of caves, and uses its claws to dig for gems to eat and fight back. Sableye is the only known Pokemon that can have Stall as an ability, which is something we'll get later. We don't have that now. Our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Sableye. Ruby says Sableye leads quiet lives in deep caverns. They are feared, however, because these Pokemon are thought to steal the spirits of people whose eyes burn with a sinister glow in the darkness. Or when their eyes burn with a sinister glow in the darkness. Sapphire says Sableye digs the ground with sharpened claws to find rocks that it eats. Substances in the eaten rocks crystallize and rise up to the Pokemon's body surface. And Emerald says it digs branching holes in caves and uses sharp claws in search of food, raw gems. A Sableye lurks in the darkness and is seen only rarely. And Fire Red and Leaf Green say it feeds on gemstone crystals. In darkness, its eyes sparkle with the glitter of jewels. And we want attack and defense on Sableye. So, C-Dots, which we probably won't see one, and Poochyenas. And it's leveling up pretty quick. Just one more. Oh, a C-Dot. What do you know? Well, I'll be. Alright, we'll swap over to Misdreavus, who has a Levitate as an ability, so we can't hit by ground attacks, just like Gastly. Currently it knows Psywave. Exciting. And Growl. If you don't remember, Psywave has low accuracy, like 80 accuracy, and it'll do a random damage between 50% to 150% of your level. Misdreavus is a fast leveling rate Pokemon. Misdreavus is a dark bluish-green ghost-like Pokemon. It has no visible arms or legs. Its lower half has several appendages and resembles a ruffled dress. It has 5 round gems halfway around its neck, which are used to absorb fear and use it as nourishment. When defeated in the side series games, its body disappears, leaving only the gems around its neck behind. This implies that Misdreavus retreats into the gyms when it has been severely weakened. It has long, flowing lilac-tipped hair, and Misdreavus' large red eyes have yellow sclera. Misdreavus lives in caves. As a nocturnal Pokemon, it spends its days sleeping in darkness, and it's nice startling people with mischievous tricks. Since it loves watching frightened people, it is known to yank and bite at people's hair or sneak up on them and cry and shriek in a way a child would. In the anime, Misdreavus is shown to be able to use its hair to grasp objects and other Pokemon, as if they were hands. Fluttermane shares a resemblance to Misdreavus. It is theorized that to be a giant Misdreavus reborn as a pterosaur ghost. Prior to Generation 4, Pain Split was its signature move, and in Generation 2, Psywave was also a signature move. Other Pokemon could still inherit both moves via breeding. Which reminds me, I don't think I looked at signature moves. Is that one that we actually need to know? So 3, nothing for Gastly. I don't see Misdreavus on the list. But I want to check something really quick. So Misdreavus is the only Pokemon that can learn Pain Split by leveling, so we'll teach it to it. Where's my parties? Pain Split is a normal attack as well. That is not ideal. What does Pain Split even do? Sets the user target's HP to the average. Okay, so it just, like, if we take a bunch of damage, we can give a bunch of it back. Alright, so we want HP and special defense on Misdreavus. We want Wurmples and Lotads. And let me tell you, the Lotads have the advantage on Misdreavus right now because they know Astonish, which is super effective against us. Oh, we learned Spite. Look at that. I think we learned Astonish pretty quick with Misdreavus, which will give us something to use besides Psywave. Because Psywave is really bad, if you all didn't know. But as we gain levels with Misdreavus, at least our Psywave will do more damage. So we can do up to 9 damage with a single Psywave right now, which doesn't seem like a lot, but everything is pretty low on their HP scale. The big thing is we just need to hit, because Misdreavus is not very accurate with Psywave. And we only have like 15 of them as well. Anywho's, we're done with that, so let's hop up Sableye for this first fight. Gets a Poochyena. Scratch. Remember, it can't hurt us. We have a pretty easy coasting beginning of the game with ghost types. which is nice. It's nice to have a leisurely beginning of the game. We'll swap Misdreavus for the next fight against the Wurmples. Psywave. Not bad. Let's see something really quick. Misdreavus does not have a good move pool. It's going to be pretty sparse at the end of the game. I think we're only going to give it a single damaging attack. Which is going to be Psychic. But I think we can give it Calm Mind too to let it boost up the Psychic. You know, we could give it Thunderbolt instead of Psychic. Thunderbolt's got a bit more cover. We can't use it against ground types, but there's only like a few ground types that we'd have to worry about. I'm not sure. If we gave Thunderbolt to Can I teach you something besides that? We could teach you Curse. Da-dum-dum-dum. I think we'll just roll with what we have right now. Let's swap up Gastly to start this next fight. Missed. Try again. There we go. All right, let's swap over to Nincada. And the Zigzagoon woke up. So what was the point of even putting it to sleep? Good critical hit, Leech Life. I mean, literally the minimum number of turns it could have been asleep. Swap back to Gastly really quick. Alright, and then we're going to swap back to Nincada. Hopefully scratch through this Tailo really quick before it gets a lot of pecs off. And again, it woke up first turn. What the heck? I mean, again, what's the point? What is the point of hypnosising it and putting it to sleep if they don't stay asleep? All right. That just... it just seems very unfair. That wake up every time a turn after we get the hypnosis. Unfair to us. Hey, it stayed asleep a little bit, see? Not that hard. Good deal. So now Misdreavus against the Shroomish. Absorb. That did like minimum damage. At least we're hitting. Good job, Misdreavus. Grab this potion. Then we have some little cutscenes up here. So let's go talk to our dad and let Wally go catch his Ralts. Okay, and then we gotta talk to Scott. And we'll head out this way. And this guy starts with a Zigzagoon before his C-Dot, right? Yeah. In fact, everything here's got speed, so everything's gonna be Gastly, Nincada. Except for the C-Dot. Which Sableye will take on, and it can't even get hurt by. Scratch! Good job waking up. Alright, good deal again. Gastly learned Spite. Woohoo! Oh, I meant to switch. Pressing buttons too quick. And now Nincada's going to have a little bit of defense. I guess that's not horrible. I mean, it's not what we want on Shedinja, though, but we have, like, 2 that we could waste if we get everything else perfect, which we won't. It is what it is. Can't change it now. Something that Gastly can actually take down with licks. Exciting. Alright. Let's get to a more entertaining fight. And I'm going to go ahead and give an Oranberry to Nincada. Nothing. I'm gonna spite down your tail whips and your growls. Okay. Since we used up all our spites now. Oh no, look, I woke up right away. Aren't we so lucky? Good deal. We're gonna swap Gastly back out. 'Cause I don't want to be tail whipped a bunch. And have really low defense. Go back to sleep. Good deal. No full restore. Gastly's level 9. Alright, let's swap Misdreavus for this next fight. Remember, we can't get hurt, and it's just, we just need to hit him. We just need to hit all these Whirlpools. We could do, what, 4 to 12 damage? Somewhere in that range. Good deal. That was a good hit. That was probably a 12. Keep knocking him down, Misdreavus. One more. Good deal. Alright, so we'll finish out the forest, and then I'm probably gonna go heal. Since Nincada is so slow at leveling, and it shouldn't have any issues with this Poochyena. Alright. Howl. Might as well just stick with the leech lives because they're super effective. And we get a stab out of it. Sand attack. But we have compound eyes, so our accuracy is raised. Oh no, I was gonna say it doesn't matter, we still miss. Because it seemed like that took a little bit, but we're good. Gives us a Great Ball. We're going to swap up Sableye to take on the other Nincadas. Scratch! Good deal. These things can hurt us with leech life, which is pretty funny, in my opinion. Good level up, Sableye. Oh, we learned Nightshade. That's nice. 9 damage is pretty solid right now. If we can just consistently get 9 damage, even when it's using Harden and stuff, it'll be really good against rock Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty solid damage right now. Alright. We're gonna go heal before we go on to this last part of the route. Might as well. We want to attack on Sableye anyways. And I have to level up after this off screen to level 15. Run, run, run. All right. Grab Bullet Seed. And take on this rich kid. Turn 1 Hypnosis. Very good. Swapped to Nincada. And it woke up already. We did a lot of damage to it, though. We just get some health back with Leech Life. There's the full restore. I think we just critical. We got a lucky critical hit. Oh, Nincada, you got it. Yeah, it definitely levels up very slowly early game, because I feel like we did a lot of fights in Nincada and we've only gotten just barely up. So the next one starts with the Lotad. Well, it doesn't matter, it's Lotad Shroomish, and we want Misdreavus to take both of those on. Oh, look at that. It's a bot. Take care of that. Missed. Growl at me as much as you want. You can't reduce our damage over Psywave. That was a decent hit. Alright, we're going to keep Misdreavus out for the Shroomish. Easy peasy. Alright. And then we're going to let Misdreavus and Sableye do this double fight together. Let's target down the Lotad. Because the Sea Dog can't hurt us anyways. Good thing we attacked into it with both of them. Can't rely on Psywave. Oh, good deal. Then we're going to let Nincada beat up on these Magikarp. We're just going to scratch through them. And I'm going to speed through it because it's just Magikarp splashing. Just free experience is all that fight is. All right. Let's heal up. And let's go get Cut. And then we'll teach that. All right. And this is where we're going to end our episode for today. I'm actually going to do a second episode later. I'm going to do my grass training, and then I have some errands to run, but we should be back after lunchtime with the second episode of this playthrough. So just keep an eye for me to come online for that. We do hope you all enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.